Okay, so like I said, we're here at the Iowa State game at Marinette Miller Meeks for Congress event. We're going to interview Jonathan Miller Meeks, her son and campaign manager. There he is.
Which means I don't get paid well enough.
So Jonathan, what do you think about today's event?
It's awesome. It's awesome. We got our ambulance out here. If you see the ambulance, it's our campaign prop. People love it. We take that thing around the race. You go down. We take this thing around, and you'll see the logo up here. We had people walking by this morning saying, "Ha, Healing Iowa." So it's very memorable. We're getting the name out there, and we got all sorts of stickers. Hawkeye. I'm obviously a little biased on this issue. I'm not reaching across the aisle on this one.
So tell us, give me a couple of, for those people that may not know about your mother, give me a couple of campaign big sticking points for your campaign. Tell me why your mom's running for Congress.
Well, personally, to give you a little background on her personally, she grew up in a family of 8, dirt poor, in Texas. Her father, my grandfather, was in the Air Force, moved all around, worked her way up, joined the military to pay for college, for nursing school, for med school, and worked hard all of her life to get to where she is. And then as a representative for the Iowa Medical Society going to Congress, she found that our current representation was uninformed on the issues and wasn't working nearly as hard as some of the people on the ground out here are working, and she was frustrated and upset. So she decided to run for Congress to change that, change Washington, to get someone in there who cares, who works hard, and who understands the issues.
Now, for those people that don't know about the current flood issues going on here in the area, like myself, who's not from here, describe a little bit the issue about the flooding and the funding and stuff like that, and what your mom's fighting for in that case.
Sure. Well, basically, in the beginning of June, we had a bunch of flash floods. Most of the damage was in the Cedar Rapids area. The entire downtown of Cedar Rapids in Lynn County was demolished. I think the waters were as high as 8 or 10 feet in some areas. And volunteers on the ground, if you notice, you go back 2 weeks after the floods, maybe 3 weeks, it looked like everything was totally cleaned up. So the people on the ground, nonprofit organizations, churches, volunteers, did a phenomenal job of cleaning that stuff up. And in fact, Congress did do a pretty efficient job of approving the money. Congress approved, I think, $2.85 billion for the floods, maybe 2-3 weeks after the floods, but they haven't released the money. The money's approved, but it hasn't gotten to the pockets of homeowners, of small business owners, and of people who are still living in hotels 3 months after the flood.
And why would you say that is? What do you think is the big reason for that?
I've heard there's a lot of different things. I think it's the bureaucracy, miscommunication between all of the local and state and federal organizations, and difficulty communicating and expediting the process. In New Orleans, the money, I think $10 billion was released in weeks after the hurricane, after Katrina.
Right.
Here in Iowa, we waited 3 months and still haven't seen the money. So Mom has been making that a very vocal issue and advocating for the issues of people who are still out of their homes, living in hotels 3 months after these floods.
All right. Well, thank you, Jonathan. Go get them. Good. Best of luck.
Thanks a lot.